We are going to do a mat class today. We have our mat certification coming up in a few weeks, and so we thought we'd give you a little teaser. Also, if you are working out at home, you can do this with no props, just the mat, and it's very classical in its progression. So it is a great lead in to what you will be taught in the certification program, but it's also a great full body workout as well. So we're going to start mat, no props. So easy peasy. I'm going to have you start with your feet in parallel, about hip distance apart. Give me a nice big inhale here. Reach those arms overhead. And then exhale. Let your gaze fall as your arms fall. And let your head be heavy here. And just be mindful. Our tendency with tight hamstrings is to want to lean backwards. I want you to stay nice and tall. And I don't care if your hands get to the floor. You're just going to kind of ragdoll it out, sort of let everything hang here. And then we're going to gather it all back up. So lift up through the abs. Lift up through that spine sequentially. And we'll do that 2 more times. Nice big inhale up and overhead. Exhale, round forward. So it's like you're coming up and over an imaginary object. Once you get there, check in with those legs. You should be a little closer to the floor maybe this time. And then round back up, stacking the spine and reach. And again, if that stack of spine comes into your back, I want you to be mindful of the lift of your abs and a little bit of glute. But if you need softness in your knees to come up so there's no pull and you feel like you're lengthening with ease, go there. Nice. One more time here. Exhale, round down. And we're going to pause on the down this time. Soften those knees so your hands can find the floor. And we're going to walk out into plank. So hand over hand for 1, 2, and 3. If that didn't get you there, adjust till you find your strong plank position. Take a nice inhale. Exhale. Hike those hips up and back. Pause. We're walking back home for 1, 2, 3. Hang out. Find your feet. We're stacking the spine. Come back up tall. 3 more like that. This is a really nice way to warm up. Again, if you need softness in the knees, go for it to find the floor. Walk out into that strong plank. 1, 2, 3. Shoulders right over those wrists. Heels reaching back. Powerful, strong powerhouse. And lift the hips up and back. And walk it home. 2, 3. And stack. We got 2 more. Go at your own pace, move with your breath. It's okay if you're not with me. You can go at your own pace. Just make sure, like all things with Pilates, that we are moving from a place of control and fluidity. There's no gripping or holding, moving through, using the breath to aid in that sense of flow. And come back up. This is our last one. Nice big inhale. Exhale, round down. Walk it out for 1, 2, 3. Tall hold. And then from here, we're going to come down onto our knees. Find that nice all 4 position. Nice flatness in the back. We're going to do a little cat-cow here. So exhale, round the spine. Inhale, look forward up. Draw the shoulders deeply back. And again, exhale, round it out. Inhale, look forward and up. 2 more like this. Exhale, round. Inhale, flare and reach. 1 more here. Exhale, round. Inhale, flare, reach, and hold. Now we're just going to rock those hips back. And we're going to bring our feet out in front of us and get ready for some bridging. So you'll notice in this progression, we're really warming up the spine here. So when you get down on your mat, your arms are nice and long at your sides. Nice neutral spinal position. We're going to tip the pelvis. So you're going to posterior tilt to the pelvis. Peel your spine up. Feel openness in front of the hips. Glutes and hamstrings active here. And roll down. Chest heavy, mid back, low back. Release. We'll do that again. So we're kind of doing groups of 4 to 6 here. Pilates is really not about taking a muscle to a total fatigue. Really using whole body systems to find fluidity in the movement, right? So that we feel when we're finished really revitalized and not exhausted. And that's That's really important. But feel free, if there's a movement in here that is really beneficial to you, to come back to it, or to take it a little slower and pause the video to get a little more out of it. You got one more, but never to the point of fatigue. And then we're gonna hold the down here and pause. From here, we're gonna do a little chest curl. So I want you to feel like you're reaching your arms away and chest curl. Now this is not a neck pull, so you're not pulling forward in your head, but you're lifting up through your chest and then reach back down. And if you feel like that's too much in your head, in your neck, you could bring your hands behind your head, support it, chest curl up, let your head stay heavy in your hands, and release. And it's just a nice little way to sort of make sure that you're doing the movement correctly, that it's not a pulling of the head forward, but it's a lifting of the chest upward. Sometimes I think looking up into the ceiling helps with this. And on this last one, we're gonna hold the down and pause. You're gonna take those arms back nice and long at your sides, and we're gonna take our right leg long and down on the mat, and take your left leg to the ceiling. So you could leave hands at your sides, or you can go out into T. We're gonna go to single leg circles here. So you're gonna take the leg across the body. The hip, I like, is gonna lift here. We'll do 4 each way. Take it around and down and come back up. So we'll do 3 more of these, allowing the hip to move. And then we're gonna switch it, not letting that hip rise up. 1 more here. And then hold. Now this time, keep the hip grounded and do it. And I want you just to notice the difference. Keeping the hip down makes you work a little more, just a little closer into the body, working the stabilization, and then hold. Now we're gonna go the other way. So to the left, down around here, we're gonna lift that hip and back. And I've seen it taught both ways. Just make sure you know the intention of the way in which you're teaching it. 1 more here. And now let's keep that hip down. And again, come more, to the left. Keep it more distal, closer into the hip joint. Feel a little oblique action there as well. 1 more this direction. Hold, release that leg down. We've got the other side. So lift up, take it across, hip can come up. And also when that hip comes up, you got 3 more. There's a little spinal rotation in there. It can feel nice on the spine, especially this early in a session. 1 more here. And then here's where we're gonna keep that hip down and work closer into the joint. So the circle might have to be a little smaller in order to do this successfully. We're in turnout here. And then pause. Now we're gonna go out, down, around, sweep it up. Hip can come up, down, sweep. 2 more, sweep. 1 more, sweep, hold. Now keep it closed. So a little smaller, hip stays down. 2 more here. I feel how you really have to stabilize here. 1 more. And then hold both legs down. Pause, arms long at your sides. Okay, we're gonna take this into our first really deep ab work. So coming into that tabletop position, give me that chest curl up, nodding the head gently forward. Here's our hundreds. So inhaling for the count of 4 or 5 and exhaling for that same count. That gives us a 10 count and we do it 10 times. So kind of level 1 would be head down, right? And then adding the level would be the chest curl. And then adding another level would be legs out and really feel that deep draw back. Inhaling for 4 or 5 count and exhaling. We'll do 5 more. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5 for 40. 2, 3, 4, 5 and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 30. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5 for 20. 2, 4, 5 and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 more. 2, 3, 4, 5 and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Knees come in, hug them into you. And we'll take it to single leg. So give me that chest curl up again. Send the left leg long and away. Pull the right knee in. And we switch. And switch back. And the whole time here, we're really chest curling up, just like that hundreds. And pull. And pull. Pull. And pull. 2 more. Pull. and pull both knees in. Lay that head back and pause. Let's go to straight legs. Both legs to the sky. We're going to take that right leg low and long, chest curls up, big scissors here. Switch and switch it back. And switch and switch it back. And go for 3, 3, 2 more. 2, chest up to toe. 1 more each side. Pull both knees in. Lay that head back. Now double legs. Yeah, both legs to the sky. I'm going to add a chest curl. You could keep head to floor. You're going to lower the legs, flex the feet, and scoop. Inhale, lower, pull the belly back. Exhale, scoop. For 2. 1 more good one here. Hold it up there. Bend the knees. Take it to crisscross. Cross. And cross. 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 3 more. 3. 3. 2. 2. 1 more each way. 1. And 1. Hold. Release the head. 1 leg down, then the other. You take my arms out and just give myself a little spinal twist. Just let the legs fall one way, and you can look in the opposite direction and back and go the other way. And back. Now taking it away from the classical just for a moment, let the legs fall to your right. Bring your hands behind your head and neck and give me a little chest curl. So in our mat work, we don't always stick completely to the classical method. We realize where we're rooted from and then grow from those roots. So we use the classical as our roots and then grow a little bit out from there. Hold. Let's go the other way. Legs to the left. Square the chest to the sky. Keep pushing that top leg into bottom leg and lift. Nice deep oblique work here. And 3. And 2. And 1. And then hold. Release. Give me those legs. Bend, feet flat. We're going to bridge, this time a little bit higher into our bridge. So arms long. We're going to start to come up into that bridge. Feet maybe a little closer than we were initially, and you're going to come up. And we're going to walk the heels of our hands underneath our hips. So there's this nice kind of almost back bend sort of feel here. And then take your right leg and lift him up. We're just going to lower thigh to thigh, knee to knee, and come back. And our pelvis in our hands gives us this really good tactile cue of not moving from the pelvis, but lengthening out through the leg. 1 more. And then hold, bend, bring that foot to the floor. We're going to go to the other side. So tabletop, lengthen, stay level in your hands, reach, and back, and reach, back. 2 more maybe 3. And this is our last one. And up and hold, bend, bring that foot down, pause. Make sure you're still parallel. In this position, we tend to like to ride the outside of the feet, so knees to sky. And then once you're there, release one hand down and then the other, and then articulate that spine down and give it a little tuck as you get through that low back so you get a good stretch. Nice job. Okay, long legs out. We're going to roll up to get up. So flexed feet to put power through the heels. And here we go. Nice big exhale. Chin to chest. Round up. Reach forward. Spine stretch forward. Hold. And then round back. Belly to spine. Rounding back. Overhead. And we reach. Let's do that for 3 more. Chin to chest. The chest lifts. The spine goes forward. Keep that nice round shape. And release it back. Try and think fluid movement, right? So rounding through the spine. And back on this last one, we'll stay up and take it to saw. So exhaling up and sit up tall. Okay, saw. Our legs, I'll scooch back a little bit here, are about the width of the mat. We're sitting up as tall as we can, arms out. I'll twist away from you to start. Away from you, I reach opposite hand to opposite leg, and we saw 1, 2, 3, stack spine, center other side, twist and saw. 1, 2, 3, stack, center, one more each way, twist, reach, 2, 3, last time, twist, reach, 2, 3, come up, come center, and then let's bring those legs together. And we're going to take this to open leg rocker. So we're going to start with our hands behind our thighs, and I'm just going to sit back on my butt bones. I'm going to bring one leg to tabletop and then the other. And from here, we're going to start just with rolling like a ball. So I'm going to roll back just to the tips of my shoulder blades, come up and balance. So the balance is where the work is. Go back, come up, balance. Notice I'm trying not to kind of use momentum, but staying in my ab. 2 more. It's really the holding of the core here. 1 more good one. That brings me up to my balance and pause. Now I'm going to hold on to one leg and reach. And then the other. Maybe yes, maybe no. Let's try it. Whoop, here we go. You're going to round back. I'm going to catch my ankles and hold. Open leg rocker. Keep turning the legs out as you go back and up. Belly draws back the whole time for 3. Just 2 more. Trying to round through my low back, up and hold. Last one. Back, up and hold. Pause. Feet together and release. Give those feet a little flex. Okay, we're going to take this into some back work. So I'm going to have you lay down on your bellies with your legs nice and long behind you. And we're going to start with a little bit of swan. So head to the mat, hands close to your sides. And you're just going to start to lift the heart up and release back. Now see if you can not use your arms here so it's a little smaller. Up and release. Up and release. 1 more. And then hold. I'm going to lay my left cheek on the floor. I'm going to bring my hands behind my back, interlace, heels to butt, 3 little pulses. 1, 2, 3. Reach your arms back, reach your legs back. Open heart. Release other cheek. 1, 2, 3. Kick back. Lift. 1, 2, 3. Kick back. Lift. Last one. 1, 2, 3. Kick back. Lift. And release. Okay. From here, we're going to swim. So take one hand out and then the other. I'm going to rest my head on the mat. And I'm just going to start with my head on the mat, lifting left leg and right, left hand and right, trying not to create any rotation. 1 more, each leg, each arm. And then lifting arm and leg off and we swim. Same kind of breath, similar to hundreds. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Keep your abs in control here. 2 more. 1 more. Hold. Release it all down. We're going to sit back into a little child's pose just to let that low back stretch out. So heels to butt. Reach your arms out in front of you. Stretch the low back a little bit here. And then come up into an all-4 position. Take one leg back and then the other. Find your strong plank. We're going to take 1 foot off the mat and we're going to rock forward and back. Release. Other leg off. Forward, back, release. 1 more each side. Forward, back, release. Last one. Forward, back, release and hold. And down to those knees. And we're going to do just a little side lying legs here. So you're going to come down onto your forearm. send your legs long and away. In this position, I want you to not hang in your shoulder, but lift through your bottom oblique, top leg, actually both legs slightly to the front edge of the mat, top leg hip height. You bring him forward and you bring him back. And everything else nice and stable. Spider fingers on the floor give you just a little bit of that stability. If you want a little more challenge, you could bring hand to hip, and more challenge still, hand behind the head or to the sky. One more here. And hold. Release that leg down. Now you can take this to circles. So the leg goes forward, up, around and reach. Similar to the side lying legs that we did on the floor, but more oblique and powerhouse work. One more. Hold, reverse, up, in front and back, up, in front and back. Two more. Last one. Both knees come in, and we're just going to go to the other side. So I'm just going to flip my legs to you so I can stay looking at you. You could flip over to your other side if you prefer. Take those legs to the front edge, press down into that bottom arm, spider out those fingers, forward and back, forward and back. Two more. Little back, big forward. Here's those circles. Forward, up, around. Try and keep the torso still. Just move from the turn out of the hip. One more here. Hold, reverse it. Up, forward, and back. Up, forward, and back. Two more. Last one. Hold, bend both knees into you, and you are all set. So just a nice little progression. As I said, in our mat certification, we'll play with different props that you can use to help intensify your workout. So look for that next video as well, adding a little bit of prop to help deepen the work. Thanks so much for joining us. Leave your comments below. We're always looking for suggestions of class types that you might be looking for. Have a great day.